This video is dedicated to my human design folks that have an emotional authority. I know for me, when I first learned about my human design and my emotional authority, I felt like I would never be taken serious. I felt like because my emotions were all over the place and because they didn't make sense, nothing good could come of that. And all the gurus talk about, like, if you track your wave, you'll better understand it. But for me, it felt like no matter what I thought about, what I did, what was happening, there seemed to be no pattern. Until I started, one, leaning into energy work like emotional freedom techniques and really tuning into my body and my environment, as well as being intentional about tracking consistently. That's when things began to change for me. And so today I wanted to create an emotional freedom technique tapping video that you can use when you're feeling like your emotions all over the place, so that you can bring yourself back to a grounded, energetic state and tune into what's really happening in your body. So if you are ready to get started, we are going to start right here at what's called the setup point. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to move through different meridian points and tap on our body, really bringing our energy back to a restored state. So you're going to repeat after me, and we are going to jump in and dive in and get started. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to get in tune with your emotions. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like, I feel totally grounded, I feel great energetically, and all is well. And 10 being like, man, I feel all over the place, and it feels like no matter what, my emotions just won't stop spinning and spiraling. And this wave, I've been riding it for some time, but it's just not making sense. That would be a 10. And so I want you to just rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. So after you have your number, I'm going to invite you to take 3 deep grounding breaths, breathing in and out, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Wonderful job. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start at the setup point like I referenced, and I'm just going to have you repeat after me. Very simple. I feel all over the place emotionally, and it doesn't even make sense. Like sometimes I know what's triggering me, and other times I have no idea. It makes me feel crazy. And I'm starting to get impatient because I'm wondering when the clarity will come. I've been riding this emotional wave for long enough, and I feel foggy. It just doesn't make sense. And I'm ready for peace of mind. I'm ready to be clear. I don't want to fall victim to my emotions. But sometimes it feels like they're just taking over. No matter what I do, and no matter how hard I try, it feels like they're ruling me. And I know there has to be another way. Good job. I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath. Again, get in touch with that number that we talked about. And I want you to rate yourself where you're at on that scale of 1 to 10. And then we're going to go ahead and start another round. Okay, we'll start right up here and let's dive in. Because there is another way to process and work through emotions, I'm ready to give that a try. I'm tired of the anxiety. I'm tired of the stress. I'm tired of the anger. I'm tired of feeling bitter. I'm tired of feeling overwhelmed. I'm tired of feeling exhausted. I'm tired of feeling like I'm overthinking. I'm tired of the frustration. And I'm tired of being tired. I am ready to master these emotions and not let them master me. These emotions feel trapped in my body, and I feel stuck with having to bear them all with no strategies or tools. And even though I feel this way, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Good job. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and take a deep grounding breath again, holding your heart space, feeling love and grace towards yourself. And I want you to check in with that number and see where you're at on a scale of 1 to 10 yet again. You should notice that your number has been slowly dropping. And if you're close to, I'd say a 1 or a 2, you can go ahead and move forward with me as we go ahead and tap in positive suggestions. If you're still feeling pretty escalated with your emotions, feel free to move through the different meridian points and tap out exactly what's coming up for you. As you tune into your body is going to tell you where you're feeling stuck and what's coming up, and you can tap exactly on that. And then you can come back here and tap in the positive suggestions right along with me. So for the positive suggestions that we're going to tap in, we're going to follow along and do the same thing. And you can just repeat after me. We'll start right here. I know that my emotions are not my master. There's so much to learn from my emotions. And I choose to be grateful for what my emotions teach me. I choose to sit with emotions so that I can learn from them. And I invite them in because they teach me things that maybe I'm not tuning in or paying attention to. I am willing to use tools like tapping. I am willing to use tools like journaling. I am willing to use tools like coaching or counseling to process. And I recognize that these tools help me to work through heavy emotions. I am also willing to make shifts where necessary. If I notice that there's an environment that doesn't serve me, if I notice that there's a certain time of day where I need more rest, if I notice there's places where I need to incorporate boundaries, if I notice that there's shifts that I need to make in relationships with other people, I am willing to prioritize that because my emotional well-being matters to me. Great job. We're going to continue to tap. My emotional well-being is important. And I realize my emotions are a gift. This is a part of me that I'm willing to embrace. This is a part of me that I'm learning to love. This is a part of me that makes me authentic. This is a part of me that I'm proud of. And as I'm on this deconditioning journey, through understanding and learning my human design, I embrace each part of who I am. I embrace each part of who I'm designed to be. It's all beginning to make sense, and it's starting to come together. I'm grateful for human design and the way it's allowed me to connect with myself. I'm grateful for understanding my human design authority and the way it's teaching me to really know and learn more about myself. I feel like human design has been the ultimate permission slip to come home to myself. And while this is an ongoing journey and a lifelong process, I'm excited for what I'm uncovering. And I'm learning to love parts of myself that I normally would have hidden. And for once, I'm embracing that my emotions are a part of a human experience, and that doesn't make or break who I am. I just get to learn to love myself, master my emotions, and know myself in a way that I deeply desire, and to teach other people about myself in a way that I deserve. Wonderful, wonderful job. So I'm going to ask you to take 3 deep breaths, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. EFT, aka tapping, what you just did with me, is one of my all-time favorite tools that I have incorporated into my routine and made it a non-negotiable because it really helps me to ground myself. But I especially love being able to weave it in with tools like human design so that I can start to leverage and learn how my human design really works with who I am and the energy that I carry in my body. And so I'm so excited that you got to go on this journey with me and walk through this emotional freedom technique, as well as learning how to leverage better understanding your emotional authority. So what I invite you to do is to continue to come back to this video so that you can use it as your emotions are coming up and as you're learning how to effectively be able to track them and to learn how to work through and ride your wave so that you can come to that clarity that you desire and deserve. And I just want to honor and thank you for joining me today. It was such an amazing opportunity to be able to do this with you. Now, before you go, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about your human design, you can definitely sign up for a reading using the show notes below. And I would love to be able to crack the code to help you understand who you are uniquely designed to be and to support you deeply on your deconditioning journey. I look forward to connecting with you super soon.